No, it's just honestly, like the music is great.
It's got a
just,
charm to it.
I don't know. He gives it its flair.
Yeah. How'd you track it?
No, it was in a basement.
Oh, I mean better. Cool.
And we like put up these like plywood boards as like the vocal booth, and just like hung it from the ceiling.
Whenever I need music gear, I always go to sweetwater.com. If it's mics, headphones, or studio and recording gear, Sweetwater has you covered. Next time you need any music gear, support the podcast by using the link in the description and comment section below. Oh my goodness. What are we doing?
What's up, bro?
What life did we choose that we're just going to wake up in the morning at 9:20 and we're going to start drinking beer?
It's the cool life.
The Deathcore life.
Absolutely.
You had to be kind of off to be doing this kind of life. But it's love. Love just for blast beats and breakdowns.
For
it's
real.
sick.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dudes, it's an honor for me to have you guys here. Thank you for making the drive.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
man.
having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Today we have Crown Magnetar, heavy as fuck. Now my new friends, you know, I've been watching you guys. You guys are fucking sick.
Thank you,
know.
man. Tour's been kick ass so far. Been having a blast.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an
So
absolute
literally.
dream.
Especially you.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to like you get your EP or you get your record and you're like, how am I going to do this shit live?
All the time, man. I get it all the time, and you know, there's always comments like, "There's no way that guy's actually playing that live." So I'm used to it. Just got to show up and prove everyone wrong, you know.
And that never goes away either. You're always kind of doing that, you know.
No, absolutely.
It's like, you know, always. I've been telling my dudes, you know, one show at a time, one tour at a time. Just always proving people wrong, you know.
Absolutely.
It's kind of crazy. People like show up or listen to you just to like, oh, I want them to suck.
Oh,
yeah.
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 You know, you're constantly always trying to live up to either like a hype or something. But you do it, Byron. It's cool.
I really appreciate that.
You know,
Thank
it's like, damn, he's playing it and with a swag.
Thank you. It's the only way, you know.
you got that fucking tech blast fucking this swag is cool.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Just so people can know where the voices are coming from. That's what someone told me. Can we do a quick intro?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I'm Dan, do vocals for Crown.
My name's Byron. I play drums.
My name is Nick. I play guitar.
I'm Grant. I play bass.
Thanks, guys. Well, yeah, we're just saying that this is a crazy life, and you guys had this. We were in Reading, PA. You guys, Grant, you were telling me something happened to you guys on the freeway.
Oh yeah, it was
It was in Connecticut. We thought we weren't going to make it to the show the next day, but we ended up making it, so it was all good.
Yeah, well, we won't go into super deep detail on that. Nothing terrible happened. We got a little fender bender on the highway and it ended up sitting on the side of the highway pretty much all night until like 8 a.m. But all was well made to the show.
And all that, so
Yeah.
that was pretty much it.
It was a rough couple days. Just we didn't get sleep for about 2 days.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was a little rough.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys don't have to go into it, but yeah, there's like it's kind of weird those images will just kind of stay with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Absolutely.
slept. You're just driving along in the middle of the night and then
Chaos.
yeah, chaos and carnage, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Bam.
But yeah,
Ba-doom.
made it to the show, ripped the show. All is well.
Shout out U-Haul Roadside Assistance. Those guys turn around.
Rock and
Incredible.
roll.
It's sketchy when you're driving like every single night.
Yeah.
Throughout the night. It's
Yeah.
if you think about it, it's so sketchy.
It really is,
You
you
know?
know, especially because like we don't have a driver or anything, so we're all just taking turns. So after 2 weeks of that shit, everyone's starts weighing on you a little bit, having to
Yeah.
drive at 3 a.m. But
And we've all started to kind of cut the shifts down. We used to kind of all be psycho and drive 4 hours a piece, and now we're like, let's just kind of half it and just everyone just kind of keep rotating, just make it a little safer.
Yeah.
So
And then you're trying to make days like today, you're trying to be on time.
yeah,
Sometimes you got to speed. We were speeding here.
speed every day, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to our driver, Rolling Cloud, to try to get me here on time. Like, damn, it's so sketchy, because you're driving around other people.
Just on the highway constantly.
The
just, like,
highway.
bound bound something to happen.
That's usually the case. It's never you. It's other people a lot of the time. You know.
Totally.
So you just gotta be careful.
I always had to. I always like, dude, you got to look at, behind you, got to look in front of you. Like we said, because it's not about you. Sometimes it's about, I'm always kind of planning someone else's big fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
someone will cut you off. You're like, whoa, good thing I was focused right there, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just put that bitch on 63 miles an hour and stay in the right lane. Just grandma drive it. That's what I do.
Same. I do.
I can't do the cruise control thing.
You-
I get too
Comfortable?
sketchy. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. No, I
Like-
just get too I like my feet to be
keeps you in the zone.
keeps me
in
aware.
the driving
yeah,
zone.
yeah.
Yeah. Byron, how do you feel about? I'm curious how you feel about this particular run, because every tour kind of has like its own thing. Like last year was that was like the singer tour. You had Eddie and Scott and Will. But like this is like the drummer.
Oh,
where
man.
everyone's just ripping.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's honestly, it's very intimidating, especially because I feel like I kind of started playing drums late in my life, so I feel like I'm trying to play catch up a little bit.
18, right?
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's like, especially because I've watched dudes like Trey and Ken for so long. I mean, since I was in like middle school, I've been watching those guys drum on YouTube and stuff. And
Yeah.
me and him, when we used to live in our first apartment together, would just like watch like Ken Bedene when we were just bored and smoking weed and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really been cool to be out on the road with him and watch him every night, because I always make sure I go and watch him play, and especially Trey and all that. It's a little intimidating, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just trying, dude.
Everyone's just trying.
And hopefully no one finds out that I'm a freaking fraud. Hopefully no one finds
Yeah.
out.
No,
years
for sure.
later. But Byron, you're fucking doing it, man. You are holding your own, and that's something to be very proud of.
Thank you so much.
It's cool. It's like this, it's like this healthy, feeling mindset. Like you always don't feel adequate or enough.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's a very normal human emotion.
Yeah, because those guys, they're like gods to me in the drum world. So it's like if I think I have a good set and then I go and watch them, I'm like, shit.
It's always like
they're
that.
they're so good. But it's really good motivation, because when I get home, all I want to do is practice and be able to just try to get to the level that I think they're at.
That's what's really cool about about what's going on right now. Bands like Crown, like that. I hear you guys, and now I've been watching you guys. Like you're just saying, like it's very motivating to I need to go home and practice, because I see Nick ripping up there. He has an A string and actually doing shit with it. I'm like, man, I need to go home. I get the click out and I fucking start just practicing. It's really cool to be around this this high caliber of talent. It just makes you want to just practice. And you guys do that. You guys do it for me.
Thank you, bro. Fuck yeah.
You guys are sick, so I want to be sick too.
Yeah. I think especially after COVID and shit, so many bands concentrated on writing music during that period of time, that after touring and stuff came back, there were so many bands going at it so hard, and a bunch of great records came out during that time. I think that kind of just amped all that up too.
Dude, this video is fucking sick. If you're listening and we're watching the latest video, it's fucking badass.
Level Beneath, go check that shit out.
Just came out, dude. Come on.
Yeah, 3 days.
Just a couple days ago.
Dude, I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out, but new record's coming out July 14th. Everything
sir.
Bleeds. What a sick title, dude. It's so hard to get two simple words and put them back to back.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
I had
you guys did it. Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I had a long list of titles too that we were kind of bouncing back and forth on, and that was one of the ones from the beginning that was always there, and I kind of had it on the back burner. But one day it just I was going through some shit, reading it over, it just clicked in my brain. I was like, this has to be it.
Yeah.
It's just
I was in love with it.
It encapsulates the whole vibe of the record, and it's just super pissed sounding. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out.
And you guys are very good at really getting a whole concept together, like your artwork, especially for hey Jake, can you pull up the artwork? The way every little detail kind of aligns with each other. That one, what the fuck is going on there? What is going on?
So that was created by Caelan Stokkermans.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
God tier.
He's done, I think, our last 3 records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just try to cultivate a vibe with the artwork and the music versus having a super thematically laid out record. Songs are episodic or connected. Everything's pretty individualized. One thing that's super cool about the artwork, his left foot down there, you can see that black lotus that he's dripping the blood onto. It's kind of like an Easter egg going back to the first release. But yeah, dude's an amazing artist. We like to do like the painted style of shit, so he just like crushes it every time.
How did you find this artist?
Honestly, he's just been around for a minute now, and
He's done like a Casey Strand, Warner Shore, and Penny and Doom. I saw.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
he's done a bunch, and like I said, he just does that like not quite Victorian-esque, but that really like painted oil painting kind of
Yeah.
style, and we just like really like that. So he just crushes it every time. He's great to work with too. Great guy.
yeah. Hey, Jay, pull up. Pull up. Go down. So this is your first record. Down. Casey Strand looks fucking sick. Down. Fine. Keep going. This one.
That one, yeah, is the Codex.
Yep.
So those are all Focus, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My gosh, dude, look at that shit.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of a, I guess a little bit of Lord of the Rings influence in there, but it's supposed to be just, kind of a wasteland kind of vibe. But yeah, that might be my favorite one he's ever done, honestly. It's so hard to choose, but dude just crushes it.
Hey, Jay, go down. I want to check out the layout, which is what... Actually, no, click on it. Boom. The layout. Okay, go down, Jay, then pull up. Boom. Click on the... Yeah, there you go. It's cool how it looks like scripture and like
Yeah.
old paper.
Yeah.
He does all those illustrations like for it too. Like,
And I was reading the lyrics to Black Lotus, right? Mm-hmm. And I really love how like that you have like the lotus there, and like it's just like a very detailed. And then my second thought was, Dan writes a lot of lyrics.
thanks, man.
Do
Yeah.
you do it on purpose?
I mean, honestly, that's just kind of how it comes out. Like when I write lyrics, like I said, we don't really try to do anything like super
That shit's sick.
like thematic as far as like an encompassing theme for the record.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the lyrics are kind of just like dark poetry vibes that like can be really subjective to the listeners. You can kind of put yourself into the lyrics and take away your own meaning from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like our lyrics, like a lot of it is just really raw. I don't usually write the lyrics to the music or anything like that.
Really?
It all kind of is either before or after, and I kind of just, piece it together as we're going kind of thing. But yeah, I just try to like put a lot of like raw emotion into it. There's a couple songs on the new record that are a little different as far as that. A couple of them are a little more like, story stuff based on kind of like life stuff. So a little more specific as far as that goes. But overall, it's kind of just like a hateful, pissed off poetry kind of vibe, man.
Well, it works the best for what we do, so
Yeah,
it's
thank you, bro. Yeah,
it kind of just ends up that way,
yeah. And I've since we've been doing this, like I've put a lot of effort into that because I want to stick out like in that part of things a lot too, not just have generic sounding whatever. So I'm really really proud and stoked of all the lyrics that we have.
So like your process is interesting because sometimes you don't write to the music. So what you already have something written that you did in like prior to even hearing the music, then maybe you kind of piece together.
Pretty much, yeah. Like a lot of times, if I like want to write lyrics, I'll just start writing. Nothing. I won't like put on our demos or anything and like go along to them. I'll just kind of start going until I get a vibe, something I'm stoked on, and it just kind of like ignites shit, starts rolling. I guess.
Sick.
Yeah.
And now, Dan, you were born in Maine, right?
Central Maine, baby, Heartland, Maine.
What was that like?
Dude, it's been like a total 180 from like my childhood to like where I am now. Like the town I grew up in was like 500 people.
500 people?
Yeah, we lived in the woods. My high school was like a regional high school, so there was like 20 towns that made up the high school. So they're just trying to get as many people there, even though there's only like 200 people there. But yeah. I always wanted to be in bands, but there was no scene really where I grew up because there's no bands there really. So after I got done with high school, I wanted to just go after that really hard. So I moved out to Colorado kind of on a whim. Met old Nick here on
Craigslist,
on
right?
Craigslist.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, on 2013, I guess, something like that. And then we just started a crappy deathcore band. Played local shows. That's how we met Byron, and that's kind of like the genesis of Crown, basically. But yeah, it was definitely like a total different thing, like growing up in Maine and then living in Denver and meeting these guys and then just getting sucked into the touring world. It's been super surreal, honestly.
That is very surreal, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's a big move. Going from Maine to Denver.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because what was it music motivated or what?
Honestly, like I've always like just thought Denver was cool. I had like a little bit of cash after high school, and I just got in my Honda and started driving. Had a little tent, just camped out. I went to Warped Tour in Denver that year, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay here. And yeah, that was that.
That's a very
like 10, 12 years ago almost. Yeah.
That is dedication right there.
Thanks, man.
And
Yeah.
we're just talking how we're all degenerates. That's like, I'm just gonna pack up my Honda and I'm going.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. I mean, growing up in a little town, I guess there's not much to do there unless you want to like start a concrete business or labor stuff. That's like the big industry around there.
Yeah.
So I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just had to get out of Dodge when I grew up. Just had to get out of there and try to experience more.
Dude, it's great. I mean, dude, not many humans do have that part in their brain. It's just gonna shut it off and just go.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have that, man. It's very special quality, man. It's
Thank
cool.
you, man. Yeah. And I'll touch on it quickly. Like when I did an author study when I was a senior in high school, and it was Jack Kerouac, and whoever's not familiar with him, he's like a '50s like poet guy. And he has this book called On the Road, and it's about him just hitchhiking across America, like all these fucked up poems and shit he has. And I thought that just was like so cool and just like a crazy thing to do when I was a kid reading that. So I was like, when I like can, I'm just gonna peace out and just like drive around and see what the fuck happens.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy that you could just read like one book and it will change your life.
Yeah.
Books have this
100%.
quality to it that will just change the course of your entire life.
Yeah.
Something that will cost probably like $10.
Oh yeah. I still have that book too.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever like go back and like reread it and get a whole different meaning from it?
I flip through it every now and then. Actually, I was
Cool.
reading through it before we went on tour just to.
How was that?
It was cool, man. It's weird, like it's like nostalgic, super nostalgic, like reading through it now. Because when I first read it, I was like, I don't know, 16 or some shit, and yeah, I don't know. It's just super cool to reflect on like what a book did to my mindset. So
On the Road.
yeah,
How do you say his name again?
Jack Kerouac.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my sister.
Dang. So this was a recommendation.
Yeah,
To you.
yeah. My sister
And
was
then-
super into this like avant-garde poetry shit when she was in high school, and she was all into like musicals and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like a big part of my childhood too. So
Such a cool cover too. It's like a black and white.
yeah,
And you see two people driving. That's cool, man.
yeah, man. I mean, that was like in the 50s, 60s. They were just partying, traveling, doing LSD, just being
Pure drugs.
being degenerates. Yeah, man.
that's sick.
What
It's
a
like,
time.
I want to do that.
I know, right?
I want to fucking do that. And then just out of curiosity, like, who was buying what from who when you met Nick, and what was it? What was it, an amp or something? Like what?
So Nick just had an ad out for a vocalist.
Oh, he had an ad out.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
called
shit.
him. I called him. He was like, "Yeah, like, show me your vocals." And I was like, "I'm driving right now." And he was like, "Yeah, like, go."
He just
So
like
I-
sends like a video. It's just like of him doing like some Acacia Strain song or something
No.
like that. And I was just like, we have 3 other emails, but this is the guy. So yeah, then he just like drives up to like Fort Collins where I was living at the time. And we just like start like putting together deathcore demos, and we like record it in the absolute worst way possible.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's my favorite record to this day.
Yeah.
The one with the planets on it.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is sick.
Is this public or no?
It is, but we
We won't put it out.
Let's not make it of it. No, it's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
yeah, if you can find it, like kudos, but yeah.
Is this like a secret? Like is it just like a
Yeah,
secret
it's on
link?
it's on YouTube and shit.
It's on YouTube. All right, try to find it. It's sick. If Byron says he loves it. There's wait, you said you love it, but like it sucks or what?
No, it's just no. Honestly, like the music is great.
It's got a
just
charm to it.
like what he was saying. It was just because no one knew what they were doing at the time. It's just recorded in the worst way possible. But that's what he gives it its flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you track it?
We
In the kitchen?
no, it was in a basement.
Oh, even better. Cool.
And we like put up these
Advanced.
like plywood boards as like the vocal booth, and just like
Nice.
hung it from the ceiling. And yeah, then we like tracked it in Logic and we mastered it ourselves, and you know that gives it a certain quality.
That's great.
Not the best quality, but yeah.
No, it's so there's like a certain charm to anything early, as far as especially this kind of genre that now is like a big umbrella like the deathcore like genre. It's like just like there's a certain charm to like the first EP or the demo.
Yeah,
it's such like there's just something to them, you know. So I gotta find it.
Yeah.
We'll show you after.
Yeah, we'll give you the name after.
That was my that was the first band I was ever in when I met Nick too. So
really,
it was crazy to like we did that for like a year, and then we were playing just locally. That's how we met Byron, and yeah, it's crazy how that just became Crown, because that was the first fucking band I ever was in. I had no experience in bands until I met Nick, and then had to learn fast.
Yeah. There's kind of a commonality with like singers, huh? Like you don't really know that you can sing, but you just kind of just go into a band, and then okay, I guess I'm screaming now.
Yeah, and I luckily I had some experience, because I did like jazz choir and shit all through school when I was a kid, so I could like sing and shit, but I never had done any performance like with a band or anything, so it was totally new world to start, stepping into that. Jazz choir.
What did you learn in jazz choir? Nothing.
Yeah, man, not much like theory or anything like that. Yeah. It was like there was like I think there was like 10 people. Just like tenor, bass, soprano, alto. Just like it was pretty chill. Didn't really learn much about theory or anything like that. We just do different arrangements of songs and perform for the school and shit.
Have you taken anything from that and put it into Crown at all?
100%. I mean, like as far as like vocal stuff, like I always tell people, like if you're trying to like get better at vocals, one of the best things to like be good at is breath control. So like you can learn that from singing 100%, because I mean that's super important for like vocal stamina and just all that. So
yeah,
I definitely like had a lot of like head start, I guess, from that for sure.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean jazz choir, those two were words that scare me.
Yeah, man.
Jazz and choir.
Yeah.
You didn't win one class. It's sick.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun doing that.
So so you were driving and there was it was a FaceTime call? What was?
It was just like a self-recorded video.
Oh,
like
okay.
Like a selfie video.
Yeah, we were just calling, and then I hung up on him and just took a video and texted it to him, I think.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
In California from a fucking shitty video, right?
On the Garza podcast.
Yeah, it's sick. I've had this conversation a few times with people, like sometimes there's an instance where you had to do a tryout and they want to do like this super professional filmed or mic'd up, and like they did take too long, but like there's something, just show someone like your raw talent, show who you are. There's something to mask it when you have a fucking this boom, this is how it sounds.
Yeah.
So you have to actually be good.
Just driving with the highway noise in the back and shit.
Gone are the days, man. Like everyone's doing professional videos for tryouts now, but like I think the real talent is like someone who can just like bust it out on their phone.
Exactly.
One take that shit.
Yeah. One. What is it? A one taker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick. You're like, oh, this is the guy. This is the guy that I'm going to marry. Right.
Yeah, man. Basically.
And then you guys started playing shows, and that's how Byron comes in the picture, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it was just I think we had played. There was this really small venue called the Flux Capacitor, and it was in the Colorado Springs, and
it's like a warehouse concrete room.
Sick.
And basically, just had played one show with them one time, and we just all became friends, and then it kind of just went from there.
Nice.
Ended up getting these guys in Crown, and then we've just been doing it ever since.
So obviously the band's based out of
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. So we're talking like Black Sheep. I'm sure you guys.
Yeah, that's like our hometown.
That's the
venue.
spot. That's where we filmed the new music video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're all family over there.
Yep.
And how did you come into the picture, Grant?
So I've been playing bass ever since high school. And so, I was playing in bands and whatnot, just locally. And so when I joined my first touring band, the last tour that band ever did is when I met Byron. And so I pretty much just walked up to him one day, because I was a huge fan of the first EP. So when I discovered that, I was like, that's serious. That's what I want to do. So when I found out he was the drummer of this band, I pretty much was like, if you ever need a bass player, let me know. He was just like, okay. That was it. He just hits me up like 2
He was a
weeks.
ripper. I was watching him every night, and I was like, "Well, that guy, he's a fan." I mean, I met him with a Crown Magnetar shirt on. at the
Yeah,
beginning of the
yeah,
tour.
I was
and so
wearing
I was
that.
like, "Well, I feel like he'd be great." So
Yeah.
The first time I met Grant when he flew out, when we were doing like videos for the first time, we went to get dinner that night and we were driving in the car. My phone was on shuffle and one of our songs from the first EP, The Prophet, came on. He just started reciting all the lyrics. Like, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? You know this shit that well?
Yeah, it was like, that's
Sick.
I could see, I don't know. I saw the vision for it and I was like, I want to hop on that, you know. And they kind of just welcomed me with open arms and still do, and it's been a blast.
And now you guys are a family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was all crazy. That was almost coming up on 4 years.
Oh wow.
Feels
I know,
like
it doesn't even
feels like
feel
a
like it.
year ago.
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys were already playing shows for 2 to 3 years before you even like recorded anything, huh?
Yeah, we were just kind of like, playing, just doing like the typical local band stuff. Like, you're not even recording music. You're just there because I just wanted to play shows. I wasn't really trying to do anything with it at the time until I found these guys. And then once I found them, it was like, let's try to do it for real. Let's actually go put a bunch of money up and go actually do like a good EP that sounds good. You know what I mean? Do music videos, just stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I couldn't find anything because there's I hear 3 ways to say your band name. I'm sorry. So I was,
It's normal.
I was looking and I thought I came between Crown Magnetar and Crown Magnetar, so I just shot. I was like, I couldn't find it. I found both ways.
Yeah.
The official pronunciation, Crown Magnetar.
Is it?
Yep, 100%.
Oh,
If
so
you
I
get
so
Google
I
to recite it. It's
I had it right.
Magnetar.
Yeah. Magnetar.
Yeah, you have it
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so what are you saying?
So that's kind of been my issue is I say it both ways. It's just whatever.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I've had the name for so long. Like, I came up with it when I was 18.
Oh, so you came up with the band name?
Yeah, this is like
Okay.
my little brainchild, and then I got everyone
wow.
else. So yeah.
Yeah, he was Crown was like a band for like a year at the same time when me and Nick met, and they were kind of locally playing and we were kind of locally playing. We kind of just became homies from doing that. Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. I have a video on my phone from like the first or second show that Nick and I played with the then lineup of Crown when Byron was in it, and there's like a video of us playing in this like bass band. And Byron's like on the side like dancing around and shit before we even knew him. So
Back when
Sick.
used to mosh. Don't
Oh,
be
my
doing that
goodness.
anymore.
No.
Been a long time.
I marched last year. It was sick.
I did too, and I jacked my elbow up. It was at the
Oh,
end of
no.
the Carnifex tour. We were like, it's the last day. Let's go do it. The drinks were flowing.
That was
whatever,
fun.
and it took 10 freaking seconds, and my elbow was massive. I don't know what happened. I hit someone or something,
Were you
Getting pushed
crowd marching
around.
or were you just pushing?
Unfortunately, like, I
it's like a windmill.
Crowd
yeah,
show.
I do
Oh,
crowd.
See, okay, this is where
I'm that asshole, I guess, but that's why I don't do it. It's been a long time, but I thought, hey, why not?
No. See, when the drinks are flowing, okay, I'll go in the pit where D side, and you do a quick little push, someone will hit you kind of weird, okay, I'm done. That's
Yeah.
like, but you were fucking crowd moshing.
Yeah, and it took, I'm not even kidding, 10 seconds, and I was like, and
What
I'm
an
done. This is
idiot.
why I don't do this. Plus, as a drummer, I can't be, breaking my arm or something.
That's the thing about drummers. You need every, limb, you need everything.
Oh yeah. I'm always like, don't pick that up because I'm afraid you like snapping your finger or something.
Yeah.
On tour.
Oh,
Like
dude.
I'll grab that.
Yeah. Fucking dumbass Ernie, he fucking tripped over a roadblock.
Oh, he was telling me about that,
Fucked
man.
his ankle
It's
up right
brutal.
before.
yeah.
yeah.
We had to drop off Asia because he's an idiot. Yeah, you need every, you roll an ankle, you're fucked.
I mean, you even break a little, like your pinky or something, you're screwed,
Oh,
Sucks.
Tape it up.
Especially for like for you, Byron. Actually, all you guys are fucking ripping. Like your technicality is so advanced and up there. You really everything kind of needs to be working.
Absolutely.
Like pinky, one finger. I mean, I could fake it. Just put one finger. And I can pretty much play every SS song. But you guys need you guys have riffs.
Yeah, I think that would be the last time I ever moshed was what I was just talking about, because I don't really need to be doing that anymore. The reason I don't in the first place, really, so.
Well, definitely don't crowd mosh.
Yeah, I know.
How old are you?
28.
20.
Got a couple years left.
And when was this? When I heard, kind of.
6 months ago.
So, yeah,
Oh
6
my
months ago. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm gonna blame the alcohol on that one. It was the last day of tour. It's actually the day we met you. It was in Pomona.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
Was that the last day?
That
Yeah.
was. Yep.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was you guys and Let the Supper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was sick.
The boys.
Yeah, that was an awesome tour.
I said, man, these guys are fucking sick. I gotta go meet them. It's weird how shit turns out, huh? I mean, we're just talking outside of Pomona, and now we're here
On tour together.
Love it.
Killing
on
it.
tour together. That what was that? Was that last year?
October?
October.
Yeah, so it was last
Jeez,
year.
man, these weeks and months are just flying by, and I don't know how to slow them down.
Faster and faster.
It feels like I just fucking met you guys. Wow, and that was with wait. which
Yeah,
that
it was
one?
Oceano.
Yeah, Oceano. It's Bite.
Yeah, that was the Carnifex,
Carnifex.
Dead in My Arms 15-year anniversary.
Yeah, that
tour.
one right there.
How was that tour for you guys?
It was sick.
It was a blast.
Sick to be on a tour where Carnifex is playing one of their OG records every night.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
What a trip for you, Dan, like to go from Maine and now you're just reading a book
Yeah, man.
and now driving over to to Denver and
Yeah.
now this is what you're fucking doing, man. It's
I always
crazy.
think about the all the little things that had to have happened, like me deciding to me reading that book, or me deciding to move to Denver of all the places I could have gone.
Yeah.
Me happening to go on Craigslist that day to see Nick's ad,
Weird.
so many little things had to fall into place, and it just happened.
It's
I
the
guess.
butterfly effect.
Yeah, it's like this unexplainable okay, I'm just gonna go on Craigslist. Those unexplainable
Oh yeah,
it's weird.
I was on there for a couple weeks, and I went to some really cringy, awful tryouts. And at one point, I was like, I want to try to be in a band like Dance Gavin Dance. I was like, I love that band, but
Nice. Shout out.
yeah, but yeah, that didn't work out. So then, yeah, I eventually found Nick, and then all that shit started. But Craigslist, baby.
Yeah, it's
It wasn't on the personals section either. It was on the musicians section.
Was it?
Just to be clear.
To be honest, I didn't even know that was even a section.
Just
Yeah.
to be clear.
Yeah, no one really uses Craigslist anymore. So that was a 2013.
It's because the
2012
personals thing got taken down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bummer.
Really?
I guess.
What?
And I think that, I don't know. I don't actually.
I know you have to pay for
any
ads
insider
now.
info. Yeah.
If you want to use Craigslist now, you have to pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day, you could just throw up an ad and be like, "Hey, who's interested in whatever my free couch or whatever." But nowadays, you have to pay $15-20.
Do you guys want to join this fucking band?
It's 95% of it's 99% of what's on.
That dude looks legit though.
So did you have to shuffle through all the crap and then get okay, wait, this guy actually seems serious?
Oh yeah, man. I hit up a bunch of people before I found Nick.
Really?
I went to this one tryout in these dudes' garage, and they there was 10 people there and their girlfriends, and they were just all right, do vocals.
Oh wow. That must have been terrifying.
It was all. I didn't, it was literally within 2 minutes of arriving there. They were like, all right, go for it. It was just a cappella, no microphone, just in front of all you people.
Oh man, that's brutal.
I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Let's if you guys want to jam, we can fuck around a little bit, but
Welcome to the dream, dude.
yeah,
That would make me shit my pants.
yeah, I can't believe I did that shit, but got me to here, so I guess gotta do the dirty work before.
Dude, the dirty work is what fucking gets you here, man.
Yeah.
It's just wow.
Yeah,
It's like those are actually some conscious tests. Okay, how bad do I want to do this?
Yeah.
It's oh my goodness, I can imagine that.
yeah, it was awful, dude.
Oh god, it's like playing in front of a couple people. For some reason, that's more nervous.
Oh yeah,
It's when it's too intimate. It's
everyone's just
I've always noticed that as
staring right into your eyes.
Yeah, less people, more stressful.
totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I think when there's lots of people and everyone's vibing and the energy is good, it's
Yeah.
so easy. But when there's less people just standing there staring at you, it just can get weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know what it is.
People are just unimpressed. The less people you see out there, the more unimpressed that you think that they are.
Yeah.
Well, for me at least, I don't know.
Yeah.
We did the DIY thing for 2 years, just doing
God.
shot tours, self-booked shit. So
Yeah.
we played many a show with 5-10 people there, just
Yeah.
Dude.
staring at us, not moving while we were playing tech death.
Damn.
Funny,
They're like saying, "Man, that bass player is sick."
they'll just stand there not talking the whole time, and then after you're done, they'll be like, "You guys are so sick." Be like, you sure? Do you enjoy it?
Do you really believe that?
Yeah, it's kind of. I've always had the conversation with my guys. You don't really know what someone's thinking when they're watching you. You know,
never.
like they could be having an amazing time, but they genuinely just want to, sit back or stand and watch.
Yeah.
My guys are like, "Oh, they weren't moving." I'm like, some people just want to stand there. Some people don't want. Some people aren't 28 and want to start crowd moshing. They want. They want to sit back and enjoy. I mean, I definitely do that now. Sometimes I'll just like just sit back and watch, do nothing. Sometimes, other times, I want to get drunk and headbang.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, But you guys are like, does your band fall in the category of, like, since you're like on like the technical aspect side, like people are more actually watching what you're playing, so maybe that adds a little bit more pressure.
I mean, yeah, to a degree, but that's kind of what I felt like we did better on the newer record, was to make it kind of like less chaotic. Because I've noticed, like, when I go back and watch our live videos, that even when I'm watching it, maybe a little stoned or something, I'm like, wow, this is really, really fast, and I could see why, you're not going to be necessarily push moshing or anything like that until like the breakdowns happen. So that's why I'm really pumped about the new record. It's a lot more, like, I think, universally appealing in that regard.
You guys are all stoked on it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Very stoked.
Yeah. How do you guys write songs now? Because now, wait, Grant, when exactly did you come in?
It was 2019.
Okay.
This was actually kind of right before the pandemic.
It was right before we did Codex.
So
it was. So they, I got a call from Byron. He was like, "If you're still interested, we pretty much have a album like kind of skeletoned out. If you want to come help us finish writing it, get a plane ticket and come on." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." So I pretty much flew out there, hung out in his basement for like a week.
The writing zone.
Yep, and
Yep.
I don't know. We just kind of got down, started just listening to a lot of death metal, deathcore, and just like, this is what influences me. Oh, this is, So we just kind of kept shooting the shit and pretty much just busted it out. And so that was pretty much my entry into the band.
So you got thrown in.
Pretty much, yeah. That's my style. That's that's how I like it. I like to be just thrown in.
Where'd you fly in from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Is that where you're from?
Yep, born and raised.
Born and raised Nashville. Mm-hmm. So you've seen it go through so many changes.
Oh, absolutely.
My goodness, dude.
Well, I was actually raised in a spot called Hendersonville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So it's about like a half hour from like the big city.
Sure.
But I say Nashville though.
Of course.
So it's crazy. It's like I can't even go downtown anymore. It's weird. It's just like
really.
It's so chaotic.
How's it changed? From being like an insider.
It's just nobody's from there anymore. So when people ask me like, when I lived there, people were like, "Where are you from?" I'd be like, "Nashville, Tennessee," and they're like, "Bullshit," and I'm like,
okay.
Nah, I swear. They're like, "You're a unicorn," and then just like,
whoa.
How are you not like cowboy hat and cowboy boots? And I'm like, probably because I was born and raised here and I've seen it. So, I've watched it go through a bunch of changes and just a lot of transplants and, but I mean that's good. It's growing. So
yeah,
it'll always be home. So
always be home, huh?
Absolutely.
And you live in Colorado now?
Yeah, I actually just moved to Denver. So.
Like a week before tour.
Literally.
Really?
Tour. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we were up there moving them in.
Yep.
That's a crazy schedule.
I had to force these guys to move a sectional couch in. It was great.
At like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. It was crazy. Drove like a 20-foot U-Haul. Yeah. It was like, took 2 days technically because stayed at hotels and stuff on the way because driving, just start to hallucinate and stuff. So.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, so I just called him and I was like, "Yo, I need help. Come on." So they were kind enough to help me out. So.
Dude, driving tired is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit gets sketchy.
Oh, absolutely.
I always think back. I'm like, damn, like how did I get home? Like I feel like someone else is like I'm trying to not get spiritual. Like I feel like someone else is watching you sometimes. Sometimes you do like the fucking. You're like, oh shit! I almost fucking fell asleep.
Right.
Driving tired is nuts. But it's like those little weird things you kind of sign up for. You know, oh shit! Well, I got to drive this fucking U-Haul.
Yeah.
You ever do that weird thing when you like go through a light and then once you pass it, you're like, was that even green? Because you're just like so tired, like in the middle of the night. Like I've had that happen to me.
My favorite is going through like, you put on a full album. You're like, all right, this is gonna get me through the drive. Mm-hmm. You listen to song 1, you get to like song 2, and then in like the snap of a finger, you're at song 8, and you're like, I need to pull over or something. Like this is getting weird,
Yeah, that fucking primal like autopilot kicks in.
Absolutely.
That part of like the human psyche always freaks me out. Like damn, you just go to your natural state is just autopilot with anything.
Yeah.
It's like damn, how did I get to Denver? My gosh.
Yeah.
It's a blur.
Big blur.
So you're in Denver,
Yeah.
right? And
We're all
Dan?
we're all in Colorado Springs.
okay,
Yeah.
sick. Wait, you?
No, I live downtown Denver.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Sick. You're like, what? I'm going from Nashville to downtown Denver.
Yep.
I'm gonna, I'm in Crown. I'm gonna live the life, dude.
Absolutely.
That's it, dude. Fuck yeah. Shit. What that? We're in 2023. So what? You obviously put time into your thoughts. Like, okay, like, am I gonna move down there? Am I gonna?
Yeah. So I've just been traveling, to do like promotional stuff, like from Nashville to Colorado, like for music videos, all that good stuff. And, we talked about it when I joined. I was like, man, if this starts taking off, I'm moving here, and just it's taken off. So, yeah, it was just time,
Timing.
Yeah, been in Nashville my whole life, so it's like, all right, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for a change.
Absolutely.
And you guys have taken some big steps from just the time I saw you last to this tour. Seeing it there in here, we're in California now, in Pomona, and then seeing you out there on this front, like, damn, you guys are stepped up. It's cool. It's a special time. That always that shit fires me up, dude. I'm around talent all the time. You guys, it's like shit. I'm over saying earlier, I got home and practice. Slay Squad, you guys, Aborted. Jeez Louise.
Doesn't that make you want to quit
Yeah.
watching Aborted every night? Those guys are
sickest band
insanely
ever.
talented.
Ridiculous.
Ken has one of the sickest blast beats probably around. I mean, Byron,
Oh my
his shit
goodness,
is just like,
he's unreal.
dude. You think about it. Trey from Dying Fetus and Ken on the same tour is kind of. That's a lot.
Yeah, especially
a
for me. I
lot.
was like, oh goodness, I gotta try to play in front of these dudes every night. It's a little intimidating.
And when you hear like that Ken's is about to fucking rip, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video in
this-
particular.
Wait for the foot
I've
cam.
seen this video 1,000 times. Oh my gosh. This one in the
Here
Bloodstock
it
live
is.
video they have.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what's hilarious is now he just is doing that in Crocs every night.
That's the joke, huh? He's in Crocs.
Yeah, he's just ripping the fastest swivel in the freaking world in Crocs.
How do you get to this level of drumming? Are you just fucking practicing all day? You're not even jacking off at this point.
I mean, I've watched interviews with him, and he claims like he just doesn't even really practice that much. So I don't know if that's nowadays or he used to a lot back in the day. But you want to talk about someone that's got it?
Oh my! Look at the fucking feet.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Ken is unreal, and he's so humble too.
He is. He's definitely a fucking sweetheart, dude. He's a really good guy. Look. Oh my. Well, Byron, you better do something, dude.
I'm trying.
I don't even play drums when I'm fucking nervous.
Yeah, it's very intimidating.
And he's done 4 records with Aborted. Added his own thing. Aborted is consistent and more in light than ever. And Sven, dude, I think he's the OG of this run. Like, Aborted has been around since '95, and dude's been doing it. He's been around for a long time, and he's just always around. He watches everybody's sound check. He watches all the bands every day.
Yeah.
And if I go inside, there's one person I know for sure I'm going to see watching the bands, and it's Sven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He fucking loves he loves his music, man.
Dude's a lifer.
That is what you call a lifer, dude.
Yeah, man.
Literally. Man, Gormageddon, dude.
He's
What?
just such a
what-
he's a badass dude.
His energy on stage is unreal too.
Yeah.
Like smacking his own face.
I feel like there's not a single person in metal that has the voice that he does too. Like you could hear that and you would know it's him every time.
He has the personality.
Mm-hmm.
Sven, shout out, dude. You guys like that.
Love you, Sven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love you, man. Look at these
They're awesome dudes.
man.
Yeah.
Great guys. So you guys are obviously insane. You know, what bands were you guys jamming that really made you want to do something like this?
I mean,
It's a long list.
yeah, I mean,
Very.
I know for all four of us, there's like a few specific records.
Yep.
They're older ones, but they were like the ones that wanted us to just really like motivated us to make like the crazy fast, just super in your face deathcore. Definitely God Delusion, Night in Texas, and Human Hive. Boris played.
I haven't heard of any of those.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
Australians, man.
Yeah.
They're both Australian?
Yeah, so it's Boris the Blade.
Oh, Boris the Blade.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Boris
yeah.
the Blade.
Human Hive is the record, and the God Delusion by Night in Texas.
God Delusion. That's a
Satan's
sick ass.
Upheaval. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like our holy Bible for that, you know, really fast and then just into crazy breakdown style because
Really?
those two records, just that's what it is from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, we really just wanted to like have that shit that's just like going constantly in your face, you know, just like no reprieve or anything like that. So, two big influences for us for sure.
Absolutely.
Where's God? So God Delusion is from Texas.
A night in Texas.
Or Night in Texas.
They're from Australia.
Yeah, the album's called The God Delusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A night. Got it. Night. Sick, dude.
I
Okay,
see
cool.
it around online a lot that we sound like an Australian deathcore band, and I'm starting to see why. Because a lot of our influences are from Australia.
Interesting.
I
like,
remember
I don't know what's
when
in the
I
water.
joined, I was like, because I'm very much into like early Thy Art is Murder.
Mm-hmm.
So like the adversary and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like that's what you guys sound like. But you know, obviously it's its own thing, and so
That's definitely a big one for us too.
Yeah.
Die Art.
huge one for me personally, for sure.
Yeah, Die Art, dude, they're fucking sick. They have their own sound, dude. If you listen
Yeah.
to like the early Die Art, you're like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I just saw
My
that
favorite.
that hate tour they just did in Hate Across America where they played Hate front to back. Saw
Yeah.
it like in February. It was just insane.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It felt good.
Yeah, they're just so tight.
I
So
want,
pro.
I wanted to see Kublai Khan, but I missed them.
They're incredible.
Yep, they're
I-
sick as fuck.
That
Awesome,
new song
man.
they put out is so sick.
It's sick.
It's so sick, yeah.
Huh.
You never forget when you see them live the first time.
How new is it?
Came
think
out
it-
the same
think-
day as our single. I think.
Yeah, because people were commenting like this and new Kublai Khan, so I was
Nice.
like, well, I have to check it now.
Gotta check it
I
out.
didn't know.
This Andy Marsh is fucking ripping, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that sound too, where you'll listen to like their demo or EP has that charm.
Yeah.
That'll I'm about to say it. Fuck it. It has that deathcore charm.
Yep.
You know that early. There's like a certain sound you just can't replicate it. You know, it just has that like it's like a stamp in time.
Yeah.
You know, they have it. Shout out, man. They're definitely OGs now. It's crazy how far the genre has gone. I always say it, but goddamn,
Yeah.
it's insane how far it's all come out. I mean, how many sick bands are out now? You know,
It's really so the genre's like huge right now. I feel like heavy music in general. It's like probably the biggest it's ever been right now. I think
Absolutely.
all the sick bands going.
where do you guys see it going?
I mean, hopefully it can just keep going more and more like getting into mainstream, you know? Just like the more people that know about blast beats and breakdowns, that's just going to
Riffs.
further the whole genre. And like I think one thing that's really cool is like a lot of the older OG bands are like just like, you know, like you guys for example, like just going so strong right now. Thy Art, Carnifex, you know, doing all those like those tours for their old records. It's just like rehyping everything, bringing out like people from that era a little bit more too. So
Yeah, so that's because you guys are. I'm not trying to date you, but you're like you know you're younger. I'm older. It's weird. It's we're being older, headbanging, and so you guys see it going more into like a mainstream route. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I guess I just think that like the more people that are exposed to it, the better. I mean, there's a lot of bands right now playing like massive shit. So the more people that don't listen to this shit that I get exposed to, it's just gonna be better.
It's weird. I'm seeing like, you have like social media and TikTok. You're seeing like parents with their kids that are 5 having like some like deathcore in the background. You're like, whoa,
Yep.
Yeah.
this is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The whole other generation that probably won't even start going to shows for another 10 years, 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Kids like 5 headbanging to like, who knows, like Lorna Shore or something. Like, dude, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a lot more accessible now. Like back in the day, the production quality of like different death metal bands was really raw, and that's like what made it edgy.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, the production quality of like most of the newer bands that are coming out is actually pretty high, and I feel like that makes it so much more accessible for
Well,
like
and the internet too.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
I swear, probably half the bands I grew up on, you guys, everything from Hot Topic. Because I would go in and they'd have like, you could put the headphones on and whatever like new records they have, you could just put. So I found like Hell Chose Me, stuff like that, The Cleansing. I found all that through there.
Really? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
absolutely. I should just go on a Hot Topic and just listen and be like, okay, I'm gonna pick that one up.
It was absolutely MySpace too.
Well, yeah,
The-
MySpace
for
on top
me,
of it.
Gone are the
yeah,
days.
it was
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Oh yeah. Oh god. No, my favorite thing about LimeWire was like
Infecting your
you
computer with.
yeah, like you download that too,
yeah.
but you download
You're fucked, dude.
like,
You're fucked.
Whitechapel, the somatic defilement, and then you realize when you download it, why are all these songs at the same length? You click on it, Rick Astley, second song, Rick Astley.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
Miss those days.
So, I mean, I heard a Slipknot through Hot Topic, and there's like that when they had that listening station. There's something about there's just something about like being in Hot Topic, and then something about those headphones and holding
You
the
get
seat.
it.
There's just something about it. It's a sound that I've chased my whole life that you'll never get there. But it's that there's something about the way it hit it. Is that the word? Hit it?
It is now.
The way it is now. There's something in the way that it hits your ear. It's like, man, it stays with you forever.
I mean, I found so many of my favorite bands through just going to Hot Topic. Just intentionally go to just do that.
I don't want to talk about myself on this thing, but so the Cleansing was on there.
There was absolutely,
Really?
and there was
I don't
always
remember that.
Carnifex records. There was all that type of stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
remember that.
Because that's before that. Was actually like you'd go in there and there would be like deathcore bands on the wall for T-shirts and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's
Weird.
obviously not like that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of the last era. It was a quick like year where like they wiped out all the CDs. It felt like so quick. Where like you're going there all the time listening to find new bands, and then like that whole section is just disappears.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a special. There's something about it, and like you see like the red numbers and like the track count. It's just something about it. I don't know.
It's a Hot Topic.
Yeah.
vibes.
I found Job for a Cowboy through the same way.
Damn.
Just went there, saw the record, clicked on it. They let you listen to the first song or whatever it was. I don't remember how it went down, but yeah, I found so many bands through that.
Damn. Well, speaking of Hot Topic, they're definitely this year I noticed that they're starting to put in more bands in our genre back up.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't been in a Hot Topic in a long time.
Really?
So, no, actually, I haven't.
Why not?
I don't really go to the mall.
Oh.
Because like especially in the springs, our malls are like super dead.
Really?
So there's really no desire to go there. It looks like a ghost town when you go in. It's pretty trippy.
Dang, you don't like going to mall and just walk around aimlessly?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
I do that shit all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean,
go to the mall and walk
if
around.
your mall's actually alive and has good stores, I just have like all these weird stores. The whole place is empty. I don't even know how to describe it. Like those weird like T-shirt stores that you don't even know how they're paying rent because there's no one in there doing anything.
It's so cool. You go to Hot Top and you go to Spencer's.
Spencer's classic.
They'll every once in a while you'll find a sick shirt that you got to buy for no apparent reason.
Yep.
It's like, well, I have $20 in my account, but I'm still gonna buy this T-shirt because I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But since you don't go there, there's some heavy shit going on.
Is
back
there? Okay. I'll have to go check it out
back
next
on the
time.
walls, dude.
Saw that Slaughter to Prevail T-shirt a second ago.
Oh, get that shit out of here, dude.
I got a Mean Girls T-shirt from there before tour.
Really?
Yeah, Mean Girls.
Who's that?
It's like a Lindsay Lohan movie.
Oh, Mean Girls. Oh, it's a movie, right? Okay, yeah. I never
I'll say
seen
you never seen Mean Girls? That's crazy.
I never seen Mean Girls.
Oh, okay. You have to,
Classic?
yeah, it's great.
Okay, I'll write that one
Yeah,
down.
yeah, watch it.
Let's see, Boris the Blade and Mean Girls.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
That's the Crown vibe right there.
Mean Girls. Heck yeah, dude. When I see the word Mean Girl, I just think about my ex-girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Relationships, dude. My goodness.
Should
Should we go into that?
No.
No, we should not.
I heard something about you, man, and that's why I admire you very much, and I respect you, because those things that you don't really sign up you don't sign up for these kind of things.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely
you
not.
you go out and terrible shit happens when you're out, and when things at home, and you just deal with it.
Yeah.
You talk to other bands and you play shows. It's a fucking tough thing, man. So
Absolutely.
I respect you, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
They're trying to get you don't have to talk about it, but yeah, going up once trying to get the band going after like Mitch and Eddie, like there was this whole thing like I was having major like relationship problems. There's things that people never see.
Yeah.
She was terrible, and like it's funny. Like I remember like Eddie at this point was already in the band. I think we're about to tour with them. We're already out, but I got high. I was just in my car. I was like, man, she's been cheating on me the whole time, and I was dumb. I was just so dumb that I didn't even see that. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
but things that you have to process, and unfortunately, you know, it does go into the music. You know, it's weird.
Helps make good music, that's for sure.
Why do you have to be bummed out to write shit like this?
I know,
dude?
isn't it weird?
Why is it like that?
I don't know. I guess it's just the energy of the music, I suppose,
know.
right?
It's like you kind of have to be pissed. You're fucking broken.
It's angry music.
You know. I think there's like a part in all of us that's just a little bit broken. You know, I think that's why people.
gotta be.
A little bit.
a lot of it. That is something. I think that.
No,
that's
we
what-
good. We good.
Yeah. And Dan, you know, I mean, I always wondered like how singers deal with that, because you actually have to put words, real words.
Yeah.
To where like us, like we kind of put like we make it into sounds and emotions, but you actually have to put words to it.
Yeah.
You know, that sounds harder.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, like with the lyrics on the previous records and the new one, a lot of it's just super raw, which is like my thing. And yeah, like I spent a lot of time like rewriting some of the lyrics and like redoing the demos after the Carnifex tour we did, and I was kind of dealing with some shit then, and I was like, I want to like rewrite a lot of these songs because I have a lot more like to put into them, I think, and I think it came out like pretty, not to toot my own horn, but I think it came out like as perfect as I could like want it to be, because there's definitely a lot of that negative emotion drilled into the songs, into lyrics. So
Yeah.
I feel like once people hear the record, they'll be able to really feel like the intensity of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just want people to feel, right?
Yeah, you know, and like I'm a big like mental health advocate person. That's why I'm like, you know, I love exercise. I try to like tell people that that's a good thing for them. But one of the coolest things that's happened to us, I know it's happened to these guys too, is when people come up to us and say that like, oh man, your music like helped me through this hard time, or like, you know, people message us on Instagram saying, oh, you guys is, you know, I'm listening to the song, it's been helping me like get through my days lately and shit. And like, that's like, if I could ask for one thing to come from our music, it's like that 100%. So my dad always told me, if you're gonna do something, like do something that's cool and that helps other people. And I'm pretty proud that I think like music is a great example of that. So
It's great. That's a phenomenal advice.
yeah,
That's sick.
yeah. So
Well, speaking of the gym and being in shape, I want to pitch you an idea, Dan.
Okay.
Because I'm going to crown you. No pun intended. Is that you are the most handsome man in deathcore. So,
oh my God, I'm gonna blush.
this I don't know if you heard. There's a bet between me and our drummer Ernie.
I've heard about this.
Okay, so I invented a diet.
Okay.
It's called Keto.
Torquedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's keto's in the name, but it's nothing like keto. It's basically like stay away from bread.
Low carbs.
Yeah, just stay away from carbs or try, you know, fruit, bread, obviously. But then I had like another section where it's like, we're allowed beer because beer is for the show. So you have beer and liquor, and that's fine. You get blacked out drunk, it's fine.
Disclaimer on the diet.
Yes. So I have a disclaimer. Both signed it. Ends on the last day.
I've seen that in the bus.
Yeah, it's on the bus.
Yeah, there we go.
Funny as hell.
Both signed it, and whoever loses pays the other person $100. But I invented this thing, and you know what? I want you to be the face of Torquedo.
Okay.
And if
Let's go.
If I could somehow monetize this.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Because, dude, I mean, our lives are fucking crazy, dude. Like, we're always traveling. We're at these random gas stations. How do you stay in shape?
Well, it's pretty much impossible when you're on the road. People ask me that a lot. Like when I'm home, I have a pretty solid routine.
Mm-hmm.
But on the road, people are like, how do you stay? I'm like, you don't. Like, it's hard to go. Like we got the PF, the PF memberships. We shower there, but people are like, oh, how often do you work out on the road? I'm like, I mean, barely at all.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because when you're driving all night and you pull up to Planet Fitness at 3 a.m., you just want to take a shower and sleep, and not like lift weights. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I just try to like, kind of like what you were saying, but I just try to eat healthy as much as I can. Try to stay away from like fast food, even though House donuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just try to eat like high protein, and like that's really it. Just gotta suck it up and accept that you're gonna like lose some weight on tour or whatever. But I don't know. It's part of it. It's whatever. Just gotta jump back on it when you get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, you said something that invoked hate into me, and you're worrying about losing weight.
Oh, yeah.
Other people, like normal people, are worried about gaining weight.
Yeah.
You fucking.
Well, I get the cardio session every night when we play.
Well, yeah,
so
yeah. That part is cardio, singing.
Dude,
it probably is because you're using like literally the inside of your fucking diaphragm.
Oh yeah, I got I go through 2 pairs of underwear every day because I gotta change them after we play because I'm just flat, soaked through sweat and everything.
Sorry, right? I'm sweating this one, I'm shitting this one, and then I'm gonna have a new one.
Yeah, dude.
After the set.
The show one, the shit one, the fresh one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people struggle with in general. Like, some people travel more than others. And the moment you leave your house, you start traveling. Either you're driving somewhere far, or a family function, or you're flying at a fucking business meeting. That's where all bets are off.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Your willpower and being disciplined is tested.
Yes.
So when I encounter someone that is like in great shape, people have to ask.
Yeah.
Because it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, man.
So you're saying like high protein, try to stay away from.
Yeah, just do your best. Honestly, I mean, like I played football for like 15 years.
Oh shit.
So like after I stopped playing football, I was like, that's kind of why I wanted to get into bands, because I was like, I have to replace that like energy with something. Yeah. So after I stopped playing football, I just kind of stayed in the gym, and it just became like part of my life.
It's good.
Plus, like I one thing I'll repeat it again. It's like so good for your brain, your mental health to like just go exercise. So I mean that's like a huge part of it for me too. That's why I go all the time, because I just feel better after.
Yeah.
So. That's like, I try to tell people about that specifically all the time. But, it'll literally make you feel better. So, give it a shot, people.
Yeah, a lot of people go not for anything. It's just for the mind. I go to gym all the time when I'm home. It's all mental.
Yeah.
Mental, emotional.
Yeah.
It's like I found like it's those. Obviously, different members deal with different levels of stress. I'm not sure exactly who really takes on the stress. Usually, one or two people kind of take it all in. But I noticed, what kind of like, when my experience was like, it's like, let's say like you work out on like the 1st. Something will happen later on in the month that you'll be prepared for, because you put in some work throughout the whole month. You won't, and when it comes in, your emotions aren't like.
Yeah, man.
So you're able to kind of take it in. Okay, then I kind of process it, in a healthy way.
Yeah. I mean, you learn like discipline and like all that stuff through like just having the habit of that. But I mean, like another reason I love going is because I just like go like jam albums. So it's like 2 hours.
Same. Oh, I love that.
2 hours for me to just go like listen to new music and like do my thing. So it's really like relaxation time almost, which sounds kind of weird, but
it is.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, you're going there. You're like, I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Boris the Blade. You know, I'm fucking
Relax.
I'm fucking benching fucking 1,000 pounds. Come on.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dan, I appreciate you being the face of Torquedo.
Anytime.
I mean, all you guys are in shape. You guys are. Trust me, when you get older, like, you know, you're just trying to, like, you look at a piece of pizza and you gain fucking 20 pounds, dude. It's really, it's just so much, man. So anyway, I know we got to get to LA. You know, I appreciate you guys being here early in the morning, having a beer with me. I think we all have headbanging brain right now, and I hope that the all the fans of your band, you know, enjoy this, because I couldn't really find many interviews of you guys.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot out there.
So I'm looking forward to what people say about this. And anyway, new song is out now. New record, Everything Bleeds, out July 14th. Holy moly, it's gonna be fucking not heavy at all.
So stoked. Yeah.
It's gonna be weak.
It's not fast or heavy, so.
So where can people find you guys?
All of our socials, Instagram, Facebook for sure, all streaming sites, Spotify, please. And we have some more singles coming out before the record drops too. So
Great.
Yep.
I gotta do the one. I got the fucking once a month or
Yep.
yeah, like every 3 weeks. So
nice.
a few more weeks.
It's crazy when you put so much time into something and it finally comes out. You're like, it feels old.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, you already think
Heard it
about
a
the next
1,000
one.
times.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
we write a bunch, so we're already probably going to start writing again when we get back from this. So,
You have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we keep it going.
It's kind of always the goal, huh? As long as you put something out and you sort of get those sounds in your brain going again. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, oh shit, we're ready. Oh, okay, we did something right.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like the new era, you know, like people have very short attention spans, so you can't really just put like one single and then an album out. You got to, you know, just keep it coming.
Totally. Anything? Do we miss anything? We're all handsome.
Yeah, man. It's been sick as fuck
I can
to be
agree
on
with
tour
that.
with you
Yeah.
guys, man.
Cool, man. It's been an honor to work with you guys, man. I told you
Thank you,
guys.
brother.
I told the Bog, you know, bands like that, you know, are why we're here. You know, we would not be here without bands like you guys.
Well, right back at you, man.
the Bog, dude. I mean, it's all coming up together. It's
Yeah.
all like, you know, because without the younger bands coming up, we're just there's nothing else coming up.
Sure.
We're all just kind of just going. You know, it's badass.
Yeah, it is badass.
All right, everyone, that's it. Crown Magnetar. Woo, come on.